Investigation. It's an important legal document, but one where many times we don't look at the fine print.
Never think about this. There's so much going on when a loved one dies, but researchers say a large percentage of death certificates have mistakes. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray's here. And Justin, those mistakes can be really important when dealing with things like life insurance.
And Karen, a column left blank or filled out incorrectly can mean an insurance policy a family paid into for decades may not pay out.
Pain level was at 7 for the shoulder and back.
Every day, her husband was in the hospital and rehab. Kathy Walsh took meticulous notes in her journal.
He was there for maybe a month and a half.
Her 79-year-old husband, Bill Walsh, fell on the stairs at their Gwinnett County home and after a multi-day stay at the hospital was transferred to Cambridge Acute Care Center to recover from multiple broken bones.
He was in that rehab facility because of his injuries.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They wouldn't send him home.
But her husband's death certificate says nothing about the fall or those injuries. There are lines for that: date of injury, place of injury, describe the injury, all left blank.
He had pneumonia at the end. That's not on there.
Instead, the official record of his death, signed by Dr. Sam Ghaffari, lists cardiac arrest, Parkinson's disease, and dementia. But Walsh did not have Parkinson's. His wife has paperwork to prove it. And he was not in the rehab facility for heart trouble, but because of his fall. Still, it's listed as a natural death, not accidental.
I wish it had been natural causes. I wish he had died at home in bed. He didn't. He suffered.
Data shows Walsh is far from alone dealing with an incorrect death certificate. A University of Wisconsin study in 2020 found 85% of the death certificates they examined had errors. 53% of those were classified as either major mistakes or wrong or missing causes of death.
It happens all the time on government documents.
Attorney Maggie Randall says each word on those official government documents is critically important when dealing with insurance companies and estates.
Doctors should pay attention too, because these words matter.
The Walshes have a $100,000 accidental death insurance policy that won't pay because of what's written on that death certificate.
I want to honor his memory and my future.
But for months, neither Dr. Ghaffari or anyone at Cambridge has answered her repeated requests to fix the mistakes.
He died from injuries from a fall where he never recovered.
Over the course of 2 months, we have repeatedly called Cambridge, left messages for managers, even showed up in person asking for someone, anyone, to talk to us about how to fix this. But nobody has ever responded to us either.
Hi, Dr. Ghaffari.
So we tried Dr. Sam Ghaffari directly, but again, no response.
He should know better than to write something like this. He had all the records.
While Dr. Ghaffari signed the death certificate, he never treated Bill Walsh, never even met him. Experts say that's common at care facilities like Cambridge.
It's an assembly line, and that's not good enough. That's not how people should be treated after they die.
We also reached out to the Georgia Department of Public Health, who tells us vital statistics, quote, cannot independently change a death certificate, that the doctor or the facility have to request a change.
One person determines how you're going to live for the rest of your life and dishonors your spouse, who suffered greatly.
I can't tell you, I can feel Kathy Walsh's frustration with this process. We reach out to companies every day, but it's rare we have this much trouble trying to get any response. I have spent months getting nowhere with Cambridge and Dr. Ghaffari. They just won't respond at all. The Department of Public Health says the only way to get a death certificate changed is with a court order signed by a judge. Now, we have connected Kathy Walsh to an attorney who has agreed to represent her in this case pro bono.
And I know how Channel 2 investigates you, your team, everyone works. The fact that you guys have not gotten a response, hopefully now with the story, you'll get a response.
We hope.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Great job.